So we learn in Genesis 18:2 that there were three angels that came to Abraham when he was sick on the third day after his circumcision. And it says that the angels of Elohim came to him. And there are Christians that say that these three angels hint out to the Trinity. We do find in the Torah that angels are actually called Elohim. So that would probably be why they're saying that this hints to the Trinity, because we find that angels are called Elohim, and Elohim is a reference to God, and therefore it must be that therefore they're concluding that this is a hint to the Trinity. But that's actually a very big misconception, because the word Elohim doesn't actually mean God. The word Elohim means figure of authority. We find in Exodus 4:16, it says that when God sends Moses to speak to Pharaoh, so Moses complains that he has a hard time speaking, so God tells him that go to Pharaoh, your brother will speak for you, and you will be for him for a Elohim. So he's not saying you're going to be a God for him, rather you're in charge. You're the one saying what to do, what to say. You're in charge of him. You have authority over him and what to say and what he should be saying. Also, we find in Exodus 21:6, it talks about going to court. And the way it says to bring the person l'Elohim, to God. To Elohim, which is referring to the judges. So we see that the word Elohim doesn't actually mean God. So believing that every time it says in the Torah, in the Bible, every time it says Elohim is referring to God is just a misconception that needs to be fixed. More than that, I want to point out how important, how essential it is. When you're debating someone, or you're trying to get clarity on something, you must get clear, proper definitions. It's extremely important. You can go back and forth with someone and argue with him and debate him endlessly, and you don't even realize that you're not speaking the same language. You could be speaking English, but your understanding of this specific word is different than the other party's definition of that specific word. Someone tells me, Jews should stop saying they have proof that there's God, because there's no proof. They should tell the atheists that we don't have proof, but we believe. And my response was that the proof for the atheist, the word proof is different. They're using the proof in a different way than the Jews are. When the Jews say they have proof, they don't mean they have scientific proof. They have testimonial proof. They have proof based on we can't really explain the world in any other way. Put that together with the history, and it's like, and we have the Har Sinai, Hashem coming down the Mount Sinai. So that's the type of proof that we have. But I would agree we do not have scientific proof. So they can go back and forth. There is proof. There's no proof. There is proof. There is no proof. And the truth is, they're both right. There's testimonial truth, and there's no scientific proof. Or you hear things like genocide. What does genocide mean? Get to a definition. Once you have a definition of genocide, then you can debate. Is it genocide? Is it not genocide? Because you could have people going back and forth, and they're just talking past each other. Because his definition of genocide is different than the other person's definition of genocide, or Zionism, or anything. Is extremely important. If you want to know the truth, you're a truth seeker, it's extremely, extremely essential. You have to be. The ABC's bread and butter of truth seeking is proper definition.